The future for laptops is ARM. Oh man, things change at a breakneck speed in the world of technology. Because ever since I made that statement, the Snapdragon X Elite has had competition from its x86 counterparts, specifically from the Intel Core Ultra Series 2 and the Ryzen AI 9. So the time is ripe for us to revisit the Snapdragon X Elite, and this time we're going to be doing that inside the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7X. Now what I'm going to do is check if the app compatibility has improved, if the battery life still feels like magic, and in general find out if ARM is still the future of Windows compared to x86. Alright, let's dive in this video made in collaboration with Snapdragon Lenovo. Hi, I'm Arshad. You're watching Trakin Tech English, your destination for detailed, incisive gadget reviews. So let's get down to the point directly. The Lenovo Yoga Slim 7X that we've been testing is a Windows 11 Microsoft Copilot Plus PC with Snapdragon X Elite, and the fun fact is it actually uses the base queue of the Snapdragon X Elite. Now this queue has a base frequency of 3.4 GHz and it has 3.8 teraflops of GPU power. Despite that, this machine comes very close to the performance of the Ryzen AI 9 HX370, and it actually beats the Intel Core Ultra 7 258V in the single core score of Geekbench and Cinebench R24 as well. In fact, in the multi-core scores of Cinebench and Geekbench, it actually beats both Intel and AMD. So the CPU performance of the Snapdragon X Elite is actually excellent for daily tasks, but the real question that we need to ask is, how is the app support now for ARM? Well, I have good news for you because it's definitely improved from before. Of course, Microsoft apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all of that work absolutely fine on this machine, there's no problem. But even support for Adobe Premiere Pro and Photoshop are here now, and that is a huge sigh of relief. But the only thing that you need to note is that it works through the Microsoft Prism emulator. So actually when you're rendering a video on Premiere Pro, there might be a little bit of a performance hit as a result. But if you're somebody who doesn't use Premiere Pro and you can actually use DaVinci Resolve, then that works natively on Snapdragon X Elite. So do apps like Luminar Neo, Slack, Brave Browser, and even the notorious Chrome. So previously when we tested a Snapdragon X Elite based laptop and used Chrome on it, it would actually drain battery life a lot. But that's not a problem anymore. So yeah, the app support for ARM is actually better than before, and it's improving day by day, but it'll still take some time for it to reach x86 level, that's for sure. Now, if you're looking at a Snapdragon X Elite based machine for gaming, then let me tell you that Intel and AMD actually do perform better. So we tried out Counter-Strike 2 and GTA 5 and we got lower FPS on Snapdragon X Elite compared to Intel and AMD. Now, the advantage of ARM based Snapdragon X Elite is that the RAM is also built in to the system die itself. So basically what you get is 32 gigs of LPDDR5X RAM. And there's a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, and it's performing exactly like a 1TB Gen 4 SSD should. The rewrite speeds are there for you to see on your screen right now. Now, of course, a conversation about the Snapdragon X Elite will be incomplete without me talking about the NPU, and your job of watching this video will be incomplete without you actually subscribing to the channel. Come on, go ahead, do it guys, come on. So you know for whom the Snapdragon X Elite makes a lot of sense? For those who are bullish on AI. Because you get an inbuilt NPU with 45 TOPS of power and you get Microsoft Copilot Plus support right out of the box, which is not available on both the new x86 platforms. So of course, Copilot Plus has multiple use cases. So firstly, we tried it on Co-Creator, which is new on Paint. So you can draw something rough, give it some prompts, and it can immediately generate a really nice image for you with the power of the NPU that's inside. You can actually see the NPU in action. There are also new studio effects whenever you're using a webcam. Of course, you get automatic framing, portrait blur, backgrounds, which are all there. But along with your standard eye contact mode, you also get an eye teleprompter mode, which by the way is a little bit more aggressive, and you can actually see your eyes like sort of looking directly at the camera even when you turn your head around. Plus, there are new portrait lighting effects, and in general, the camera, the 1080p webcam on this one is actually pretty proficient. But my favorite Copilot Plus feature has to be live captions, because in supported languages like Hindi and Japanese, you can actually get live translation whenever you're watching a video. Lenovo also makes use of this NPU for its very own Lenovo AI Engine Plus technology. Now, one of the things that this Lenovo developed tech can actually do is shift the power profile or change the power profiles depending on your usage and the battery life itself. Now, which brings me to the power efficiency part of the whole equation, and the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7X has been excellent in our testing. We are constantly getting about 10 hours of screen on time in our usage, and that's exactly what ARM promised. Excellent battery life. And the improvements to power efficiency that ARM brings to the table is what is forcing x86 players to innovate in chip design. And You know what I mean. By the way, this machine has a 70 watt hour battery inside and it ships with a 65 watt charger inside the box. A 0 to 100% charge takes only 75 minutes, which is actually faster than how long it takes to charge my iPhone 16 Pro Max. So overall, when you look at the performance and the power efficiency, the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7X is perfectly suited for somebody who's like a corporate goer or even creative professionals, because now the Adobe Suite is working perfectly fine on this device. And I say that this machine is perfect for creative professionals or corporate office goers primarily also because of the design of the machine. So the thickness is about 12.9 millimeters and it weighs around 1.28 kgs. So all that's in check. But more importantly, it's made entirely of aluminum. Plus it has military standard 810H certification, which makes it pretty sturdy. For added peace of mind, when you buy one of these machines, you also get accidental damage protection. Also, I really like the fact that this machine aces my one finger lid lift test. But there are a couple of things that you need to note is that the build itself is a little bit of a fingerprint magnet, so you'll have to keep wiping it. But more importantly, the port situation is a little sparse. So all you get are 3 USB Type-C 4.0 ports with PD 3.1 and DisplayPort 1.4 support. But there's no headphone jack, there's no SD card reader, there's no USB-A port, all of which is a bit of a letdown. Having said that, this laptop's keyboard more than makes up for it, primarily because it's one of the best keyboards that we've actually tested in an Ultrabook. The key spacing is actually fantastic, and you also get 1.55mm of key travel. And it doesn't feel as mushy as most membrane keyboards do. And once you get used to it, you'll be typing away at your regular speed, maybe even faster. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that it's actually better than the keyboard that I'm using on my MacBook Air M2 right now. Plus, there's also this white backlighting, which against the, contrast of the blue color of the machine, it actually does look good. And yes, of course, you get this huge trackpad with all of the Windows gestures that are supported. The other killer aspect of the Yoga Slim 7X is this display. Now, this is a 14.5-inch 3K resolution pure sight OLED panel with a delta E of less than 1. And that kind of delta E is something that most graphic designers will literally salivate over, primarily because it's excellent color tuning across all the color spectrums that you use, whether you're using sRGB or DCI-P3, whatever color space that you use, it works exceptionally well. And if you don't trust me, the X-Rite color assistant is actually pre-installed in the laptop, and you can actually go through all of the color profiles to see the delta E performance and the color space and the color range. Yeah, it's very well tuned. And that's not it. This is a 16:10 aspect ratio panel with 10-bit colors, and it has 90 Hz of refresh rate as well. Plus, it's a touchscreen, mind you. And not just for creative work. If you're actually using this laptop for, watching content on Netflix or YouTube, you're gonna love it. Primarily because in HDR video playback, you get 1000 nits of peak brightness. And you've got 4 Dolby Atmos speakers, which are proper top-firing speakers, and they actually do sound clean, rich, and pretty loud as well. Of course, there's a little bit of bass lacking, but I still liked it. Take a listen to it for yourself and let me know what you guys think. Alright, so the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7X is our content team's favorite Ultrabook right now. You know what? Most of the laptop review units that come to us, we have to send it back, and Tanishq really doesn't want to do it. He wants to continue using this. Because what you get with Snapdragon X Elite and Microsoft Copilot Plus support is a laptop that's completely reliable and great for content creation. The performance has been solid, the app support on ARM has improved from last time, and the battery life continues to be impressive. Having said that, x86 has definitely caught up to ARM, and I'm really excited to see how Windows progresses in the future. So do we recommend the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7X? Yes, especially if you can take a look at the app support and see if all the apps that you use are supported, or at least through Microsoft Prism emulator. But keep in mind that this machine costs 1.5 lakhs. By the way, if you want to customize this laptop, you can actually do that at lenovo.com. And in certain select locations, you can also get it delivered to you in just 4 days, which is awesome. So what do you guys think of the Yoga Slim 7X and Snapdragon X Elite and Microsoft Copilot Plus in general? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep tracking and stay safe.